Hi guys, it's Jamie here with my indicator, the Binary Destroyer. Today is the 3rd of October. This year is flying like I always say, and today is Tuesday, and I like to obviously do a couple of live trading, but the only time I got to actually do this sort of video is now, and the time is 10 past 8 GMT time, which is London time, and the market just goes flat after that. You can see pretty much the market is flat. It's just going sideways. There's not really a lot of movement, so I would be, there's no point me trading, because if I was taking a forex trade, it'd probably take me about 2 hours for the price to go into the money, and I'm not waiting 2 hours for that to happen. But anyway, so every Wednesday in the VIP group we have a training day. So I post my training videos, and a lot of other traders post their training videos as well. And hopefully soon we've got a couple of pro traders in the group that will be looking to do some webinars as well, which is going to be really good. But anyway, on Monday I always ask in the group what we're talking about training this Wednesday. We're talking about forex, we're talking about binary, we're talking about spotting a trend, spotting price action, that sort of thing. And everybody asked me to do a forex video. So obviously that is what we're going to be talking about in the group, and that is what I wanted to do today. Just talk about forex and how to how I trade forex with the Destroyer. So I wanted to do a couple of, let's say, a quick training video for you guys. It's completely free. But I just want to show you how I would trade forex. Okay, so firstly, what I would do when I'm trading forex, well, I always trade off the 5-minute charts, okay, because let me give you an example. Okay, when you flick over to the 1-minute charts, okay, and it goes with binary as well, you get a lot of noise. Okay, the market is very volatile, it goes up and down all the time. Okay, and if you're inexperienced and you're new to trading, it can be very scary. Is the price going up, is the price going down, and it's hard to predict it. But when you actually move over to the higher time frames, the 5 minutes, okay, you can see it starts getting smoother, starts creating patterns, and then you start going to the 15, and you start going to the 30 and the 1 hour, and you start seeing nice patterns like a wave effect. And that is where you want to be trading if you're trading forex with the Destroyer. You want to start checking the higher time frames. So let's just pick a random pair. Okay, let's just do something random like NUZ USD. Let's see, I've never traded this pair, really, not something I do, but I just want to show you how I would analyze the market with forex. Okay, so I'm on the 5-minute charts, okay, and what can I see straight away? Okay, we're in a nice downtrend, okay, and we've got a nice sort of support area here. We'll see a nice little sort of rejection area here. We've got a bounce here and a bounce there and a bounce there. So that signal arrow looks like it's going to be a winner, but we're actually going down. We can see we're going down. So you'd be trading that. You trade against the trend. You want to be waiting for the price to be up here. But what I'd be doing now is to flick over to the daily and just see where the price is going. Okay, so we can see on the daily we are starting to go down. Can you see how the price was in here, came down, okay, then came back up pretty much, you can see, rejected straight off that sell zone there, and then it's just dropped. Okay, so we can see from the overall trend we are going down. So I'd look at the 4 hour, saying that if you go back to the daily, okay, when you start trading the dailies and the hours and the 4 hours and the weekly, okay, you get a lot more powerful signals. Can you see how the price is in the buy and sell zones? Okay, signals appeared, and you'd be pretty much winning. Okay, let me give you an example. Okay, we can see a nice support line here, for instance. Okay, but you could have took all these trades in the buy and sell zone. That would have been a nice trade. That would have been a nice trade, and that would have been a nice trade. If you're looking to just take a maximum 50 pips, let's say, off the daily chart, you know, you're looking to have a really high success rate. But obviously when you trade the daily, each candlestick represents a day, you know, so you're looking to maybe take 1-2 trades a week max, you know, maybe 6 trades over the month, you know, and I know what you're going to say, oh, 6 trades a month's rubbish, because I do that, you know, people normally do 6 trades a day, and it's correct, you know, I'm not you know, disagreeing with you. But if you look at here, for example, okay, you would have took that trade because you would have seen it within a nice signal, okay, in the buy and sell zone there. RSI was kind of oversold as well, you know, and you would have just rided that trade all the way up, you know, and that would have took you probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. So you're looking at about 3 weeks you would have been in that trade, okay, but you would have caught some serious pips there. You know, I can't see my actual cursor because there's a box in the way, but you're probably looking at about 300 pips, you know, just from that trade. You know, 300 pips, you know, I'll be happy with 1 trade a month at 300 pips, you know, that's a nice trade to have. But obviously, you know, going back to where we're talking about, we can see the overall trend now is actually going down, okay, and you can see how the price lines are starting to go down. So I'd start looking at the 4-hour time frames, you know, and you can see it starts making more sense, okay, because we can see that we're actually going down, okay. We can see from the 30 minutes now, you know, we are starting to go down. So I would flick over, okay, to let's say the 5 minutes or the 15-minute charts, okay, and I'd start taking signal arrows that are going down, that are in the buy and the sell zones. So let's say, for instance, we look at here, okay, we are kind of in the buy and sell zone here, okay. RSI is not oversold, but you know, it's with the trend now, we can see that, you know, so I'd take that for a trade, you know, and I would probably take this as a trade because it's in the buy and sell zone. That really isn't in the buy and sell zone, so I would ignore that. That one clearly is, you know, that one isn't, we can see. That one isn't, because look where that signal arrows is. I'd avoid that. That would be, and that would be, you know, and if you, let's say, took a trade up here somewhere, you know, you'd probably cash in all the way down here somewhere, you know, and you're talking a nice amount of pips. And that is really how I trade Forex, you know. Let me give you another example. So I'd say, because the markets are a bit sort of choppy this week, let's look at our, you know, the usual USD CAD, I mean Euro US dollar. Okay, what can we see? Okay, let's flick over to the 5-minute charts. Okay, I mean, look, this would be a perfect signal. I actually missed this. Okay, let's look at the 1-hour time frame. Okay, what can we see from the 1-hour time frame? Okay, we're actually going down. We can see that, can't we? We can see a massive support line here. If you were to actually draw a support line, okay, I mean a trend line, we've got this sort of trend line here. Okay, can you see that? And we've got a bounce here, a bounce there, and a bounce there, okay? So I would then, because you're always going to be drawing your support and resistance lines on the higher time frames, you know, so I can see that we kind of had a bounce here, okay? So I'll be flicking over to the 15 minutes and the 30 minutes and, you know, the 5 minutes, you know, and I'll be looking to take the trades down, you know, that there, okay, well, this here would be a nice signal there as it drops. Okay, and this here would actually be a good signal now it drops. You know, and you look at the 15-minute charts, and again, you know, you would have nice trade going down. You'd be in profit there. You know, and again here and here. Okay, you wouldn't take these trades here, simple because look, they're in the middle of the line, so you know you don't want to be trading them sort of pairs. But this here, when the price is overbought, you know, it's in the buy and sell zone, beautiful trade, you know, and then again, you flick over to the 5-minute charts, okay, and we can see, you know, every trade that's going down. Obviously, these are going up, so you wouldn't take this. But we can see, you know, again, signal hours going down, you know, you would have won that. Let me give you another example. Let's look at GPUSD. It is actually kind of going sideways at the minute, but you know, here we go. Nice movement off the 4-hour chart. We can see, okay, looking at the daily, what can we see? We are in an uptrend. Okay, so we draw my support line, our trend line there. You know, we can see that a nice sort of support trend line forming there. But we're currently in a downtrend. Okay, we can actually see that would be a nice signal hour just there. Thinking about it, that's actually a really good signal, because look, this is on the daily time frame, okay, and we're clearly in the sell zone here, and it's clearly overbought on the RSI, you know, and you know, looking at that today, you'd actually be in profit because you'd enter there, okay, and all today it's just dropped. Okay, so you could actually take a trade just there, okay, set your stop loss up here and take profit at just before that support line, because we can see we've got a nice, you know, bounce and a bounce there. But when you're flicking over, what I'm trying to say now is, now you're looking at the daily, okay, you can see it's going down. We're in technically a pullback before going up with the trend. So I'm now looking at the 4 hours, you know, and I can see, okay, well, there's my signal there as it's going down. And I start looking at the hours, you know, and look, you know, you take all these, like this here example, in the buy and sell zone, it drops down. I wouldn't take none of these. Again, it's not in the buy and sell zones, it's in the middle, so I would be avoiding that. You know, and again, take this trade for instance, okay, you know, it's going down, okay, it kind of went sideways for about 12 hours, but then it dropped, you know, and then you're going into the money, you know, and then you can carry on really with the 30 minutes, you know, you can see, look, signal would have won that, signal would have won that, you wouldn't have took that because again, you know, you would have took that one because the price is in the buy and sell zone and it just drops again. Actually, I wouldn't have took that one because look where the signal hours is in the middle, so I'd avoid that. But I would have took this one, okay? Clearly kind of near the buy and sell zone. RSI is overbought, you know, simple stuff. And then it drops. You could have took that one again and it drops. But like, I just wanted to explain to you how I would trade Forex. You know, you want to check the higher time frames and work down. So what did I say? You know, first of all, check the daily, okay, just zoom out, and what can we see? We're in an uptrend, but we're currently in a pullback, okay, kind of going down, but the overall trend is up. So I'm looking for trades now going down, okay, you know, because we are technically going down over the week, you know, because if you look at the daily, okay, that is probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So for about 10 days, it's just been dropping. So in theory, okay, you could be trading GPUSD all the way down for the past 10 days, you know, just from trading one currency pair. So in theory, you could have today, okay, well this week, just trade GPUSD, every signal going down. You know, and you would have pretty much won all of them because you're just going with the overall trend, which is down. You know, and then obviously you need to flick back over to the daily and think, okay, there is my support line here. Well, there's my trend line. So, you know, the moment you start seeing that price getting towards that trend line, I would start to think, okay, I'm going to leave that pair now. I'm going to see if it starts going back up again with the trend, and then you carry on going with the trend again, taking every single trade that's with the trend. But yeah, I wanted to leave that and show you how I trade it with the Forex, and just kind of a quick example, you know, of how I trade it and how I teach people. But yeah, anyway, you know, if you have any questions, you can join the Facebook group, The Binary Destroyer. I'll be doing another video on Friday, just rounding the week off again. Monday we had an absolutely, well, yesterday we had an absolutely fantastic day for results, you know, and I'll also show you that on Friday. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for watching.